I'm Todd Cook, Solutions Architect for Northern California and Eastern Nevada for ShoreTel. I'm here to talk about ShoreTel Distributed Architecture, a unique differentiator for ShoreTel which provides substantial benefits in business continuity, scalability, ease of use, system management, and flexibility to enterprises of all sizes, all of which help us deliver the lowest total cost of ownership while simultaneously providing an extremely long lifespan of the platform. Albert Einstein recognized that simplicity is the art of genius. Simply put, anyone can design a system that's complicated, but to make a sophisticated system elegant, brilliantly simple, is something else entirely. Fundamentally, the ShoreTel architecture is elegant and reflects the huge investment in time, money, and effort that we've put in to ensure that every product we deliver reflects our corporate tagline, brilliantly simple. ShoreTel has a long history of innovation. As the second pure IP telephony solution to market, we recognized the benefits of a pure IP solution early. And we've expanded our features and delivered innovations in unified communications with features like integration with email and a brilliant desktop application to provide access to rich telephony features right from the desktop for every user. Advances in virtualization and the ability to deliver advanced applications to our premise-based solution from the cloud, or even provide the entire service through the cloud. Or a hybrid option combining the best of premise-based solutions with cloud-based services, all culminating in ShoreTel Connect. One company providing one platform and 3 deployment options, premise, cloud, or hybrid. Customers can choose to deploy to address their requirements today and in the future with a single platform which leverages our distributed single image architecture. Features are great. We have a huge feature set, and as a software-based platform, we're adding to it all of the time. But all phone systems have a lot of features these days. And so for ShoreTel, it's not what we do, it's how we do it that really makes the difference. And it starts with our ShoreTel appliances, which are brilliantly simple. And the heart of the ShoreTel architecture are these voice switches. These appliances do 2 fundamental things for us. Provide connectivity to the carriers, supporting primary rate interface or PRIs, SIP trunking, or even plain old telephone lines, and connecting to either analog devices or to our world-class IP phones in the enterprise. There are multiple versions of these devices which are sized based on capacity. They sort of look like Legos, and you can mix and stack them like Legos. By the way, ShoreTel only makes one size phone system, and we scale from less than 10 users to 20,000 users in the same hardware and same software image. We don't have a small system that you can outgrow and then come back to tell you that we now need you to buy our medium or enterprise class system. If you need more capacity, simply add another ShoreTel appliance. You also won't find any cards in the ShoreTel architecture. Simply put, you take one out of the box, give it an IP address, and you never touch it again. The switches are managed from an easy-to-use, intuitive, web-based interface that can be accessed from anywhere. Features are enabled in software, not cards, and all of the components are hard soldered to the motherboard. Hard drives are the weak link in failure rates, and you won't find one in a ShoreTel appliance. In fact, there's only one moving part, a fan, and if the fan goes out, it won't take the system down. The switches are cool to the touch and have extremely low power consumption. A ShoreTel 90, for example, at full load uses less power than a household light bulb. These are not Windows-based servers. We use real-time operating systems like Linux or VxWorks. VxWorks, for example, is the operating system for the Mars landers. Elegant and designed for maximum uptime and ease of upgrade, they are the solution of choice for mission-critical systems. And the result of this approach is an extremely high mean time between failure on our hardware, between 10 and 12 years. We also build in features to protect against other types of failures. For example, there's 2 network interfaces on each switch to protect against a cable or network switch failure. There's an Amphenol connector which allows us to connect to plain old telephone lines. In fact, one of these ports is even held open by power, so that even in the event of a power failure, you can still walk over to an analog phone and get dial tone to call 911, for example. Best of all, these devices are smart. There isn't a master or brain. The intelligence is distributed to every one of these devices. That lets us do some very interesting things. For example, if you had a 100-person office, I could sell you 2 ShoreTel 50 switches, 50 and 50 being 100, easy enough. For a very low cost, by adding one more ShoreTel 50, the users would automatically load balance against all 3 devices, and should any one of them become unavailable for any reason, the users that were previously on that device will automatically reassign to one of the other devices. It happens automatically, without administrative intervention, and in real time. In fact, you can be on a live call when it happens, and it won't even take you off the call. All of our competitors can build a reliable platform. It's table stakes in our business. ShoreTel can do it at a fraction of the cost and do it better thanks to our distributed single image architecture. There is a server in our mix. I mentioned the native web-based management previously, and the headquarters server, which we call Director, shown in the white box on the diagram, is responsible for providing that web-based interface. Director is a native web-based application. This is how the system is set up, managed, diagnosed, and upgraded. Brilliantly simple and intuitive, standard administrative training is about 4 hours, and you can do it from anywhere. It includes built-in diagnostics and monitoring with notifications so that in the event of an issue, you can quickly see where the problem is and address it, be it a network, carrier, server, or appliance issue. This resilience ensures that you won't need to spend money on a 4-hour response for support, as eliminating points of failure ensures that we remain available in the event of system issues. It takes 20 seconds to add a user. There's nothing an end user can do or misconfigure that the administrator can't see and fix from anywhere. And it's a single interface. Changes are synchronized in near real time amongst all of the system resources. Upgrades are also brilliantly simple with support for remote upgrades and 2-stage upgrades to eliminate travel and ensure and manage administrative downtime. We win purely on our ability to make this sophisticated platform extremely easy to manage. If this server ever should become unavailable, the phone system stays up. There are other applications which the Director server can provide, with one of the primary applications being voicemail. Hard drives, while not as reliable, provide an excellent cost-effective medium for centrally storing voicemail. If voicemail is mission critical, or if you prefer not to have voicemail traffic going across your LAN or WAN, as I mentioned earlier, the appliances running Linux, these are our V or voice switches, and they provide for local storage of voicemail as well as some other voice applications in flash memory on our reliable appliances. The architecture is such that when you deploy a vSwitch, the Director server automatically provides failover for that vSwitch voicemail in a parent-child relationship, creating an elegant mesh, eliminating single points of failure. We have other application servers which you may add, including distributed voice servers, which distribute advanced voice applications, which, by the way, the vSwitch can fail up to a DVS, which can then fail up to the headquarters server, increasing that mesh capability. Collaboration appliances, mobility appliances, the edge gateway, SIP servers, or enterprise-class context server, all depending on the requirements of customers. All are simply additional resources which lay on top of our extremely reliable and robust core phone system. We can easily integrate home or small offices into the architecture, allowing for users to easily and seamlessly work remotely with service provided from resources located centrally. For a remote office, simply choose an appliance, add it to the network, and plug in phones. You can also add additional remote trunks if you wish. Now, you may not wish to buy that extra switch that we put in at headquarters for redundancy at each one of your remote sites. The ShoreTel architecture provides for the ability to deploy a spare switch sitting on your network, which can monitor and take over for up to 500 active appliances on your network. So rather than a one-to-one or a primary-secondary configuration for failover, we deliver an N+1, up to 500 switches protected by one single spare appliance. And you can have multiple appliances should you be fearful of multiple simultaneous failures. So let's take a look at how we provide availability when other things break. The most obvious one is failure of the wide area network. The benefit of having an appliance at a remote site is that should you lose your primary connection to the rest of your offices, you still have brains, you still have phones, you still have trunks, and so you still have service. You can make these switches voice switches, or add a DVS if you want to further distribute applications or avoid pushing voicemail across the wide area network. So what if we have a carrier failure on site? First off, you can have multiple connections from multiple carriers on site, and as a single image system, if you lose these local connections, the system can easily recognize that there's another remote trunk group at another site and start routing calls over these trunks. This is at the core of the advantage of the single image. Everything's simply a resource on the network, and we destroy the geographic boundaries about where things have to be, where our appliances have to be, your employees, your trunks. Your operator can be anywhere. Your call center agents can work at any office or at home, all operating as if they were in the same room, even if they are across the street or across the country. Your trunks can be centralized or distributed. Flexibility is a huge benefit of the platform. Speaking of flexibility, all of the components that I've mentioned, from the appliances to the Director server, the application servers, contact server, mobility, all can be virtualized. So you can simply put the Director server in a VMware or Hyper-V image to protect it against failures and leverage all of the advantages of virtualization. or you can mix virtualized components with appliances. We don't even charge for things like a virtualized spare. Simply spin it up and get that spare N+1 switch for free. Spin up the collaboration VM image and get instant messaging for every user at no cost from ShoreTel. Virtualization allows for all the great business continuity and management tools in VMware to be leveraged across the entire ShoreTel platform. In fact, if you wanted soft phones, you could deploy a fully featured ShoreTel Unified Communications platform without a single piece of hardware from ShoreTel, all in a virtualized environment. If you choose to, you can leverage the appliances or virtualization to provide a private cloud solution for your UC requirements. Your premise-based system can take advantage of advanced applications in the cloud, or you can have a premise-based solution with remote sites or users serviced by ShoreTel Connect Cloud. Or you can choose to have all of your requirements serviced by ShoreTel Connect Cloud. One company, one platform, 3 deployment options. ShoreTel's distributed single-image architecture, elegantly delivering extreme scalability, reliability, availability, and flexibility to businesses of all sizes. Destroying the geographic boundaries about where your resources of the platform are located or where your human capital have to be located in a meshed, extremely reliable, and available platform, all of which delivers extremely high return on investment and the industry's lowest total cost of ownership. For more information, please contact your local ShoreTel reseller or shoretel.com. Thank you.